I'm in Flushing, Queens, and I'm about to walk the full length of the 7 train. Portion in Queens predominantly takes place along Roosevelt Avenue, which is where we're starting. As we begin the above ground portion by crossing the Van Wyck Expressway, observe Citi Field, home of the original Shake Shack. Here we are up close and personal. And on the other side, Billie Jean King Tennis Stadium. We're gonna be hearing this sound a lot. Now crossing over Grand Central Parkway. Yeah, this just goes on for miles. So right now we're in Corona, and we gotta take this pretty much all the way to the end of Queens. We are now in Jackson Heights, and we have reached the first transfer point with the E, F, M, and R. I can't see it from here, but we're crossing over now the BQE. Now approaching the Woodside Long Island Railroad Station. We have reached the Queens Boulevard portion of the route, and we can see Long Island City on the horizon and Manhattan in the distance. So this here is the Sunnyside Rail Yard. This is where Long Island Railroad trains pass through to get to Penn Station. And it's also where they store Amtrak and New Jersey Transit trains. And then just ahead of us is the Queens Plaza transfer point to the E, F, M, and R. And then eventually Queensboro Plaza, where you can transfer to the N and the W. My mistake, not the F, but we are now in Long Island City. So we are near the Queensboro Bridge. It's the famous Silver Cup Studios. Thinking I'm gonna have to make a part 2 for the Manhattan portion. So now we're approaching Court Square, where you can transfer to the E, M, and G trains. But since the 7 portion leads to a dead end, we're gonna turn right onto Jackson and follow the G train for a little bit. This is the part I did not do in my other G train video because my feet were killing me. So we're now at Vernon Jackson. At this point I have to actually take the train to get to Manhattan. So yeah, we'll make a part 2 for Manhattan, and that's already up.